Hello, I'm Troy Mulder, AICM Director and a Senior Manager in the Energy Utility Sector here in WA. With me today is Ilion's Chief Client Officer, Mark Russell. Hello, Mark.
Hi, Troy.
Last year, the AICM launched our inaugural Credit Professional of the Year Awards, with Ilion as our sponsor and Mark as the Chief Judge. It's important for the AICM to partner with high-quality sponsors like Ilion on initiatives like this. We certainly appreciate the strong support that Ilion provides on an ongoing basis to credit managers, the AICM and the broader industry. The inaugural Credit Professional of the Year winner was Janice Riley, the National Credit Manager at Bridgestone Australia and Bridgestone New Zealand. Janice shone amongst the 5 national finalists as an exceptional leader who has demonstrated deep industry knowledge, exceptional leadership skills and an incredible ability to adapt to challenging situations. Since being awarded the title, she's been sharing her insights with members at seminars, webinars and the AICM Credit Week. She has also been supporting the AICM's activities as a leader of the South Australian Divisional Council. We strongly encourage you to consider entering our 2024 awards and look forward to seeing your entries. Over to you, Mark. You were our inaugural Chief Judge for the awards last year. Why is it important for credit professionals to enter awards like this?
Yeah, good question, Troy. So I've been associated with the AICM YCP Awards for some 15 years. So it's an absolute privilege to be the inaugural Chief Judge for the Credit Professional of the Year Awards last year, and obviously with Ilion as a proud sponsor again this year. I think we all know that the credit profession is really rewarding, but at the same time can be quite challenging and pretty full on. So I think the ability to step out of the day-to-day and look more strategically at the contribution that one makes, as well as celebrating success and achievements across the industry.
Fantastic. And how does it work? Do you nominate yourself or do you need others to nominate you?
You can do either, actually. So, yep, if you feel up to it, you can nominate yourself. If you want to nominate someone that you think could be a recipient of the award, then you can put them forward. If they need a little bit of a push, then Nick and the team at AICM can encourage them to put themselves forward. From there on in, quite a simple process. So jump on the AICM website. There's a form that you can fill out, which we really want to hear about your background and the achievements in your role and your career. Following that, you'll be interviewed, and then it's on to the divisional awards night. So great opportunity to network with friends and colleagues from across the industry, and also in that particular environment we will then put through the divisional winner, and they will go through to the national conference as that divisional representative and compete on the national stage for the overall title.
Okay, fantastic. The big stage, yeah. The big show. Thanks, Mark. And what do you look for as a judge?
Yes, I'm really looking for that overall risk professional. And particularly someone that embodies the profession. So if I reflect back to last year, we heard lots of really great examples of how they'd achieved, so achieving KPIs for their particular role. But what we also heard was how rewarding the role was when they reach into other areas. And so leadership was one. So how do I inspire, motivate and sort of drive my team to success? Secondly, we heard a lot of examples which are great around how their credit area interacts with other parts of the organisation. And so that might be sales, operations, legal, etc. And how that overall contribution helps the company's strategy and the company's goals. Encouraging for me, they talked a lot about clients. So if you can bring the customer into your answer and your description, that's great. You perform a fantastic role in helping fuel clients' growth with some of the decisions that you can make, so that's great to hear. And then lastly, technology. So, we were sort of the early stage of AI last year. We had a couple of questions on that, but I think, really learning about how individuals are harnessing the latest technology and their idea of how that's going to take them into the next sort of 12, 24-month period would be great.
I guess a big question, and people are always looking for the inside word. Do you have any tips about how candidates could or should put their best foot forward?
Yes, without giving away the secret sauce. I think if they can tackle it from an achievements perspective, but then also that kind of broader impact, so more the sort of quantitative and qualitative side. So, it's great to hear of good, solid achievement in that particular role, but also just if they can articulate how they understand that contributes to the overall company strategy. That could be around the company's values, beliefs, their objectives for that particular year, but really sort of plugging in credit into the overall business would be great. Lastly, I think the industry. So if there's contributions that one's made to the industry, could be your own industry vertical or the credit profession as a whole, get that out. Really great to hear of some of those contributions as well.
So really sell yourself.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. And a big question we always get asked is, do you have to be an AICM member to enter? And when do you need to get your entries in?
Yes, good question. I guess I'd be surprised that someone isn't an AICM member with a lot of the benefits that obviously membership of the AICM gives somebody. But if they're not, they can tackle that with Nick and the team. Plenty of options to discuss in terms of becoming a member. So that's sort of point one. In terms of the date, so closing date's the 3rd of June. We've started to take applications already, so they're already coming through. So you've got sort of 5 or 6 weeks to go. So get those in, urge people really to do that now as quickly as they can. And then the last point I'd make is more just reflecting on some of the reluctancy to come forward for these types of awards. Having been involved now for nearly 15, 16 years, I've yet to speak to anybody that's put themselves forward that's regretted the experience. It's always been an enriching experience, something they've thrived through, and then been able to tell that story to to colleagues and others in the industry.
Great. So a couple of key points there. If you're not yet a member, reach out to the national team who can help you with membership. 3rd of June is the closing date for entries, and don't be reluctant.
No.
Get yourself out there, sell yourself. Thanks, Mark. It's been an absolute pleasure talking to you about the 2024 Credit Professional Awards. Thanks again to you and also to Ilian for all the support that you provide us. We're looking forward to doing it all again this year. I'm Troy Mulder, and thanks for joining us.